Over 6,000 children below the age of 12 are diagnosed with cancer in Nigeria. Only 25% of those diagnosed obtain the required follow-up treatment. According to NNEKA and NWOBBI, the founder of Children Living with Cancer Foundation says childhood cancer is still largely unknown in Nigeria.
September is a childhood cancer awareness month worldwide. We are trying to bring that culture to Nigeria. We are trying to, make Nigerians more child cancer aware, so that our own kids too can, start having a higher cure rate. Ordinarily, elsewhere, they have about 80 to 90% cure rates. Here, they are fewer than, we have less than 20%. And we attribute this to lack of awareness. People don't know that kids have cancer, and because they are not aware that kids have cancer, it is difficult for them to assimilate that in at first when they are told. Most times they go shopping from one hospital to the other, trying to find better diagnosis than what the child has. By the time they now come back, most likely the cancer would have spread. So today we're having a walk to make Nigerians, Lagosians aware that kids have cancer. That is our own program for the September month for childhood cancer awareness. Okay. If you look back there, that is the blood bank. We are trying to get a cold centrifuge for the blood bank in Lutz. This cold centrifuge separates blood into its various components. One of the challenges that we'll have is lack of support treatment. Support treatment in the sense, the blood, oxygen, other things that are not chemotherapy itself, but that will support the treatment. Blood is one of these support treatments. Scan machines are support, so that because when a child has an ailment and you need to have an urgent result, for instance, to have a scan done, most times even getting appointments, you are given about a week or two appointment. There's no urgency, unlike elsewhere where we have the machines right by the bedside or within that premises, so that once it is needed, you go straight ahead. And so our aim this year is to get a cold centrifuge for Lutz, because we need the blood and blood components for every child that comes to Lutz.
One of the principal nurses says there are no equipment to treat most affected children.
To treat a child, it costs over 300 million. So most of the time, the children that come for treatment, after the first course of chemotherapy, the parents they default because they cannot afford to go on with treatment. And this treatment involves a lot of blood transfusion. So these blood are not readily available. And even where they are available, we don't have necessary machine to separate them, because like a case of a leukemic patient, they take a lot of platelets, and our machine in Lutz, we cannot separate more than about 2-3 bags a day.
The foundation were marking 2012 Childhood Cancer Month with a team, Walkathon, a 3-kilometer walk. Believe this will help in creating awareness on the burden of the disease in Nigeria.
Our country is not yet ready to take the challenges of treating cancer, because the cost of treating cancer is enormous. One, we have to be able to detect these cancers early. That means when parents and doctors see a child with an unusual signs, they should come to hospital early. Sometimes the parents actually approach some people, even sometimes the hospitals, and they misdiagnose the disease. Okay. To create awareness that there is a disease entity called childhood cancer, and it is with us. It is not caused by witchcraft. It's not caused. It is part of the thing. It occurs all over the world. It's not only in Nigeria. So if it's witchcraft, it should be limited to where there are witchcraft being practiced. So cancer in children occur everywhere in the world, just like it occurs in adults. Okay. 2, cancer in children, if we have all we need to do, we should be able to cure it. In developed countries, between 80 and 90% of children who have cancer survive it. They survive the cancer. That is not our experience here. we lose almost about 70 to 80% of children that have cancer in this environment. That is not good. We have to improve on it. Okay. And number 3, to create an awareness that people need to donate to support children with cancer. There are so many donations going on abroad that is used to take care of cancer. You can't depend on the government alone. In fact, the government is overwhelmed by the disease of poverty, infections, malaria, tuberculosis, HIV. That when you talk about cancer, it's okay, we know, we are coming. But we can't wait, because a family in which cancer occurs in a child, it's a big disease. It drains the family and the child may die.
Their goal is to raise funds for the purchase of cold centrifuge with capacity of 12 bags of blood at a time. The World Health Organization includes childhood cancer as one of the millennial diseases, even as it sets the goal of reducing it by 25% by 2012 in developing countries such as Nigeria, which has less than 20% cure rate. Taiwo Adeleke reporting.